out of bed, bitch, go. Get up, and then they got no thumb. Time to wake up, bitch, get up. Get up, and then they got no thumb. Time to wake up, bitch, get up.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I present the following
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the show. Thursday, 7 p.m. You have reached the Triple Threat Vet Podcast. I'm Ty. I'm 1/3 of the mightiest veteran podcast crew in the whole world. Let's get to some of the things we got talking about here. Let's see. I want to make sure that we talk about all of our fans. Jenna, Will, Kevin, a bunch of previous guests on here. Sean Sant, thanks for the shout outs and all the cool text. Julian David Willis, Grant Garrison, our 3-time golf champion, Tim Finnan, Navy Chief, Jardine Book, I think that's an Army guy, Chase White, Josh Morris, Chris Lewis Johnson, I think that's Matt's brother. Let's see, Mike Daniels, that's a guy that I served with. We really appreciate everyone, watching the show, commenting. We appreciate your comments. We see them. May not answer all of them because some of them are just very trollish. But we do see your podcast and we do see your comments about our podcast. We appreciate it. Want to make sure that tomorrow, Friday, January 16th, at the Houston Punchline, Eric Knowles, former guest on the show and Marine Corps veteran, will be performing his style of comedy. He'll have you rolling, man, like he's hilarious as fuck. That's going to be Eric Knowles at the Punchline here in Houston tomorrow. I want to make sure that I talk about one of our previous guests, Hunter Moore, is going to be competing in the Military City USA Saturday, May 30th. If you're a young guy, young girl, military or not, and you're interested in health and or getting out there and just want to build your body, go and check out Military USA. Go to the ironmanmagazine.com. Saturday, May 30th, they're going to be out there doing it big, and we're going to be cheering Hunter on. Always, we want to make sure we shout out Becky Jo Art. She's on Instagram. She has live look-ins and reels of what she does, how she creates all of her art. All this is original work. Cool as hell, very creative. Go check her out. The Triple Threat Vet Nonprofit Challenge may be over, but that doesn't mean you can't go to Got Your Six, sameflagsameoath.com and get some really cool merchandise. This is a veteran-owned business. Hit the QR code on your screen and go over to sameflagsameoath.com. We like to tell stories here. We like to cut up. We like to have fun. Seen a lot of the feedback where people are actually seeing CIA Bob is a character on the show. He's a real dude I served with. So a lot of people are asking who it is. We get some feedback. Who the fuck is CIA Bob? And who are you guys affiliated with? But we just like to have fun. I want to thank our last week's guest, Jackie Morton, lawyer, engineer, funny as hell, tells some great stories. We wish her all the best. And then this week, before I turn it over to the guys, this week we have Layton Mitchell with Mitchell Roofing. He's an epic roofing guy, amazingly happy, and he's an energetic boss. If you enjoy the workplace social media and then people that have personable, very good service and get the job done while having fun in a family environment, this is your guy. We're going to learn all about him. Before we get to them, let's see what Matt Johnson's up to.
I mean, I don't know, man. I don't have much to say after that. I mean, hey, everybody. How you doing? It's Thursday. We're back. We're here. Better than ever. Sorry I missed last week. Last week's guest was amazing. If you didn't catch that podcast, you got to go back and listen to it. She was awesome. Yeah, we're back. Oh, just want to roll it out there for everybody. Becky Jo Art, not only does she make amazing art, but she's offering Mardi Gras flags now. So if you go to her website, beckyjoart.com, she has a flag for sale for Mardi Gras. One of her paintings has been turned into a porch flag. So if you're in Louisiana or you love Mardi Gras or you love animals, you need to go check this thing out and get it. It's a way to have one of her one-of-a-kind masterpieces on your porch and show it off to everybody. So I just wanted to make sure we shouted that out. And I'm just happy to be here and excited to talk to our next guest. So with that, I guess it's time to take it to the hero.
Fuck Louisiana, the whole state, and everybody from there. Fuck that state. Fuck Mardi Gras. No, I'm just kidding. No, go check Becky's shit out. It's pretty raw. So today I just want to touch base with a couple of people out there. I did some research today, believe it or not. And I actually looked up some shit, did some reading, actual words, left to right, right to left, however you do it. But I got an issue. I take fucking an issue with. So apparently there's a trend, and it's I don't want to be left or right wing, but I'm sure I can tell you what community it's in. But motherfuckers are taking their wives' last names. I don't know which dude out there needs to hear this. But bro, man, the fuck up, bro. You don't. If your wives, they're like, well, the wife was a doctor, or she's a professional, or she wants her. Fuck her and her fucking last name. You're a man. You give that bitch your last name. That's how this shit works. Like, they take our last name. We run shit. I don't give a fuck if you're a garbage man. I don't give a fuck your ass works in fucking wherever. You don't do it, bro. Please don't do it. Because if I catch you, I will clown the fuck out you for taking your wife's last name. And that's like the trend of like, and Ty corrected me on this, but I have a problem with people hyphenating their names too. Fuck her name. Fuck her family, fuck her name, bro. Fuck that. You keep your last name. She takes that shit. Don't be hyphenating your shit. All these football players with hyphenated names. We don't give a fuck about her. She married you. You proposed. She said yes. That comes with your last name. Now, Ty did correct me on there's some cultures and it's cultural, so people do it, and I get it. If that's the case, I stand corrected. But for the rest of you out there just simping and weak motherfuckers taking people's last names, y'all about as bad as people who their new idea, and we're going to talk about it probably today some, but you identify as a political party. That's your identity now. That's who you've become. You're a fucking weak motherfucker too. If the only thing you identify as or you contribute to or you connect to is some fucking political ideology, you can suck my dick from the back too. Just want to throw that out there. That's all I got, Tom. Stolen land, my ass. We conquered.
Yeah, they do that. You know what's funny? I was watching just TV today. We're going through it, right? And you see all this stuff on the news, and as people are going through, and it's the midterms, right? So there's elections going on this year. Every fucking commercial, man. Someone says they're a capitalist. They say they're a socialist. They say they're MAGA. They say all these buzzwords in the thing. And then the commercial ends, and I'm like, I still don't know what the fuck they're going to do for me.
No clue, bro.
Like, you guys are out there voting because their commercial wording has all the keywords and hashtags in it, but you have no idea what they're going to do or how they're going to be or what they stand for. You know what I mean?
You don't care because you identify so strongly with the left or the right that you lose friends over it. You lose family members over it. And you're so connected to a political party that really don't give a fucking rat's ass about you personally, or has never done anything personally for you. And like Ty sent a group chat, a group text out recently that kind of has a breakdown of different, what people stand for, what their parties believe in. And it was really eye opening because some of the stuff I didn't realize that one side or the other connected with this, right? So I typically am connected based on my religious background and what my family and how I was raised in my culture. So I tend to vote one way or the other based on what my personal beliefs are. But I don't in no way, shape, or form identify and connect and say this is who the fuck Albert Hero is. He is a red-blooded, right-wing American, and he don't give a fuck about nothing else. That's fucking ignorant as fuck. Like, you have to really dig into what your core belief systems is, what your core values are, and then figure out which side, whatever it is, or you may be towards the middle, but what side directly relates to the issues that you think, that you believe strongly in, or you feel strongly and passionate about. Don't just connect because your best friend connects, or somebody fucking told you that this side's better than this side because of X, Y, Z. Do your fucking research. Pull your fucking monkey ass heads out your fucking asses and do some motherfucking research. Like, actually figure it out. But if you only identify one way or the other because of, like Matt said, because some commercial, or because that's just how it is, you're a fucking dumb motherfucker. You're part of the problem with this country and the way things are going.
But that's the thing. Like, think about it. Like, whether you're
individuals.
Yeah, whether you're right or left, it really doesn't matter. The thing that you should really care about when you're looking at these issues is what exactly are they proposing? What are their policies? How are they going to approach it? Like, if they're going to be your mayor or your congressman or your council person, school board rep, like, what are the things that they're going to push for, right? Like, what is it that they support? But all of it is going on right now because obviously it's working. I just need to hit these key buzzwords and say this person endorsed me, or this person's evil, or this is bullshit, or I identify like this. And it becomes crazy. And it just is like it's a whole bandwagon thing. You know what I mean? They call the Cowboys America's team, but they ain't won a Super Bowl in fucking forever.
Bro,
I don't even know how it's possible.
We're
burning. They still call them that.
We're burning down cities and rioting over like crazy shit. Like, people are coming in, just like I'm coming in to like, no matter what side of the aisle you're on. Like, this is crazy to me. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me from a person, a human being standpoint. Like, this is what we've resulted to. And to Ty's point, when we talked about it earlier in the week, people are just now people no longer identify as Americans or patriots or Christians or whatever you are. Now you're like, you're right or you're left. And that's where it is. And it's fucking crazy that that's where we're at.
Well, part of the problem is that they've taken all of those terms that you just said, and they've just arbitrarily blocked them into a right or left bucket, right?
Yeah.
Category. So they said if you're this or this, then you're automatically that. But you don't ever sit down with the person that says they're this. And you know what I mean? It's like, we're just going to group all these people over here, and you're going to group all these people over there. And you don't leave anything open for interpretation. It's really weird because it's almost like, right now with social media, and it's a brain dump, and you can be on there all day and you can look at it, but it gives you what you want to see. I hope that I know that we've been doing this for a long time, but I hope everybody out there listening understands this. The shit you look at the most and the shit that you click on the most is what you're going to be given. You're not ever going to see the other side if all you do is look at one side, right? So,
and if you're so one-sided that you're not willing to have a conversation with somebody who has a different opinion or differs from your belief system, you're not just willing to have a conversation and have an open dialogue and do it respectfully and just talk to somebody, then you're part of the problem. If you're never willing to hear somebody else's point of view or hear them out, then you're part of the problem. Like I told Ty, I texted back and told him, I know what I am. I'm a Christian first. I'm a husband, I'm a father, I'm a patriot. Nowhere in that did I list a political affiliation or a party or a MAGA or any of this shit. I may believe in some of those, their points and some of their policy, but that's not even remotely resembles what I identify as or where I place my values. We've got to be willing to have decent human conversation and not. I'm like, man, I watch videos and I watch the news during the day, different news sources. I don't just watch Fox or whatever. I watch different news sources to get my news, to kind of figure out what direction it's really trending or what's really going on. And the bottom line is people are out here fighting and screaming, and it's just fucking ignorant. Motherfuckers, for one, I ain't got time for that shit. I got a fucking job. I got to pay bills. I got to pay bills and fucking pay for people's fucking social fucking resources so they can fucking
you gotta pay for them nail salon appointments.
Yeah, I gotta pay for your fucking food stamps and all your shit because you ain't got a job. Like, I don't have time to be out there rioting, motherfucker. I wish I did. It'd be fun. I'd go out there and burn some shit down. I like burning shit down.
I think that the way that you can look at it is the way that we for me anyway, this is my opinion. Y'all can comment on it later. By the way, I'm never going to read it, and I don't give a shit what you say about me. So that's the first off. But the second off would be, that's why I like what we do here, right? if anybody's ever watched this, you can clearly understand and see that the three of us have three different views on some things. We view some things the same, and there's a lot of things that in the world that you're going to see differently. The thing that I hope everybody can see and take from what we do on the Triple Threat Vet podcast is, like, we'll just fucking talk about it, man. And if your shit sounds like it makes sense and it's important to you, you know what the key to that is? I respect your opinion.
Correct.
That's fine. But at the end of the day, when I say I don't agree with your opinion, nobody's coming back at me going, you should leave America now. You know, it's like, it's not that. It's okay. Like, you can have your belief and you can believe what you want to believe. And oh, by the way, everybody out there that's wanting to go team A or team B, if you're an American, like, you have the right to think however the fuck you want to, right?
Yep.
And that's the key. You have the right to be who you want to be, think how you want to think, say what you want to say, believe what you want, practice whatever religion. Like, you have all those freedoms. Now, for all of you that think we're stealing land and you want to go back, 1,000 years, just go to another country real quick. Just go visit it and get yourself like I'm going to pretend that I'm this country for 6 months. I guarantee you're going to want to come back.
Yeah.
You just have no idea how good you have it here until you go around the world and see what other people have to live like. And that's kind of the key right there, right? Is like, you don't.
Well, that's the unique perspective that veterans, I think, have, right?
Yeah.
We've been on foreign soils. Me and Ty, we've been in combat zones. You've been in Korea. We've been in countries where I'm like, man, we really have it made. Some countries, you start protesting, they just kill you. Like, they cut your heads off. They kill your family. Like, we have it made here. And we have it that way here because of the veteran community, because of people who served this country and fought for the freedoms to give people the right to say what the fuck they want to do and do what the fuck they want to do. At the end of the day, if you're out there and you're fucking writing and you're doing things, you should thank a veteran, because they earned and bled for the right for that flag, for you to have the ability and the resources to do that. At the end of the day, that's what it is.
So,
the veteran community gave you, we fought for the rights that you're doing. Great. Congratulations.
So real quick, Ty, I'd be interested to hear what you think about some of that, because I do want to make sure, as much as I love talking about this, like, we don't need to forget, like, we have a rock star coming on in a minute. You want to get Ty, what do you think about it? And then I think we can just go right into you doing an intro, and then we can bring on our dude.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, here's the way I look at it. My ideology would be, I'm definitely conservative as hell. And some people think I lean way left. Some people would, in some groups, I would probably lean way right. But I'll just tell you, America, this is where my ideology is. I want to protect the United States, and I want to protect everyone in it. I don't believe, when we're having all this consternation about the thing that the ICE agents are going out after are illegal immigrants. And you can put any conjecture you want to on it, but the law enforcement in this country has earned my respect. And so I want to protect America against Russia, China, France, United Kingdom, India, Pakistan, Israel, North Korea. Those are all the most powerful nations in the world, because those are the nuclear powers. So if we were not the world police, if we didn't police our own populace, then who do you think would be in charge? Russia, China, France, United Kingdom? Who do you want in charge? If there's going to be a world police, it has to be us. And I believe that. That's my ideology. But I also believe in a lot of diverse thought. I believe immigrants make our country great. At some point, my family immigrated here. I'm Melungeon. If y'all don't know what that is, just Google it. But that's my ideology. But my identity that people see, they'll probably see a big goofy ass teddy bear that can be a grizzly, but 99% of the time just likes to have fun and talk about nerdy ass shit like physics and space and connect with people and wrestling. Yeah. Like, literally, that's me, man. That's my identity, is I'm fun as fuck.
It's fucking American dream, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at us being able to do this. I served my country overseas, 7 deployments, 18 years, 7 months of my life. And it's the proudest thing, other than the birth of my children, that I've ever done in my life. That is
mine's the proudest. The birth of my children, and I could have more of those.
Oh, there's one kid that you're super proud of. Let's be
Mackenzie,
honest.
my daughter, I love her so
Yeah,
much.
yeah. We know who the favorite
love her
is.
more than
But
everything. Oh,
without further ado, I think it's time to bring on the man, dude.
Yeah, I don't have much of a bio on him, but here's what I can say is I've broken bread. I've sat with him and listened to when he was going to sponsor a certain event that we've done, when he's won the event that we've done, when he's talked about and related customer satisfaction surveys and interactions that he's had with his clientele. And then you can see what he's doing every day. I happen to know him as more of an acquaintance than I would say a good friend. But if I were to recommend a roofing company to anybody in the greater Houston area, it would be this guy. And it's just because I know him. I've seen the results of what he's done because he's very transparent about everything he does. And then also he's fun as hell. So without further ado, let's bring on Layton.
He's cute too. He's got nice hair.
Yeah, he would make it.
Oh, bro, listen, you think he's got nice hair now? You should have seen them fucking locks about a year and a half, 2 years ago, dude.
All right, here we go. Layton Mitchell.
Layton would have gave Thor a run for his money, homie. Like that hair was luscious.
What's up, guys?
What's up, dude?
I'm loving y'all's chatter in the background while reading the comments. It's pretty funny.
Yeah. Sorry, we I don't know. You know, there's a lot of shit going on nowadays, so we just talk about it. But I will tell you, one thing that I would tell you, Layton, before we even get started, we'll get into that in a minute. But I think for me and Ty and Al and all of us, you know, we've seen you at the golf tournaments that we do. You've sponsored a lot of those. You know, it was a chance meeting, right? Like we've been fortunate to be in an arena with a lot of great organizations, and we met you through the Project Zero, former guest of the show, and Kyle was like, I know this guy, he does this roofing stuff, and like he supports us and he helps. And you know, when you hear someone say they support a nonprofit, you're always like, oh, that's cool, they do some stuff for you guys. And then he told us all the things you guys do for them, and I was like, holy shit, no, he really does support you guys. And then every time I've ever seen you, always upbeat, always happy, life of the party. Like you are that guy that you just want everybody to have a good time and enjoy things, dude. And I really, really appreciate that. And it's fun, man. When you walk in the room, it brightens 100%. And so I'm excited to talk to you.
I appreciate that. I like to thank my parents for that, who are both Army veterans. They met in the Army, and so they both took our nature as a family is to take care of people. They were both medics. And so I think it's kind of our nature to, try to help. And then, they were, if you met them, they'd be like, oh, spitting image of me, just bright smiles and life of the party. And, my dad to this day loves Budweiser. Always trying to enjoy
dirty white boys. Your dad likes the dirty white boys.
Yeah. That was the cheap shit on base, bro.
Yeah.
Yep. So, same here. I'm a patriot, man. I was raised, both my parents, Army veterans, always super proud of when the, Super Bowl or whatever, the flyover chills. I'll never forget it. Just proud to be an American. So I just love that we're talking about that. Just proud to be an American.
Hell yeah, dude.
If you're living here and you're not proud to be an American, I don't know. I just don't get it. I'm sorry. I'll disagree with anybody. Like, if you live here and you're not proud to be American, I'm proud to be an American.
Get the
I really
fuck
am.
out.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that you have to look at it a little bit too late in those. Like, I don't know if people aren't proud. I just think that because of social media and the way people look at things, I just think they're very misinformed. Because right now, when you think about how things go through, right? Originally, you had the radio, so you got everything that you would learn about was through the radio, right? That's how you heard it when that came out, because before then it was just like a newspaper. You would read it and whatever was in there had to be true. And then came the radio, and then you could watch some TV and it was there. And then nowadays with the technology that is driven up, where you can do all the social media, but more importantly, AI is a huge thing into that. You can make anything a story that you want. And so I think just so many people, when they see it pop up on a phone, it's like, all right, I'm not that fucking old, y'all, but I'm old. Remember back in the day, you'd be like, dude, I Googled it. It's got to be true.
Yeah.
But it wasn't always true, right?
What's up, Brett?
Big Brad, my little brother's watching the show. What's up, little brother?
There you go. But
Praying
yeah,
for
so it
Pops.
wasn't.
We're praying for Pops.
Yeah, absolutely, man. But it wasn't always true.
Oh, I wasn't going to say anything, but now that you said it out, let me interject. Yeah, praying for Al Hero Senior. Yeah, some stuff going on, but yeah, praying for you, big dog, and hope to talk to you soon.
Hell yes. Yes.
Sorry.
So I think that's just where we're at. I don't know. And here's the other thing. I don't think people really understand what it means to be proud to be an American nowadays, right? We've kind of taken that away with all of the dissension and the craziness that people see when they open up all this stuff. Like, you can't watch TV or you can't look at anything without being bad, right? Because that's the only thing, that sells, right? So you have to push those narratives in order for you to be relevant. And so in order to be relevant, it's got to be clickable, and clickable is horrible. And so people don't see the good that goes out there, and it sucks, but hopefully we'll get around that at some point.
A day I think we all need to always remember is September 12th, the day after September 11th. We were so united as a country,
Yep.
It didn't matter color, race, anything. It was just kind of how can I help? And I'll never forget that day, like just watching the news, especially September 11th, but September 12th, the day after, is like a day to remember. Obviously, it's like United States. We were so united that day.
Yeah, absolutely. But think about it this way, though. This is where you want to think. The younger generation that's coming up right now, what do you mean? What happened on like, they know what happened. They were told. That'd be like us being told, never forget Pearl Harbor Day or never forget Liberation Day when World War II ended. For our generation, we're like, oh yeah, I read about that, right? Nowadays, they're just reading about it. But people like us, like, we remember, right? So you've seen it. But one thing when we were growing up and we learned about those things, World War II and Liberation Day and the bombing of Pearl Harbor and Korean War and like all those things, when you Civil War, when you learned about that in school, you learned about it and what it meant for our country and how it kind of moved forward. That stuff's not taught today, man. They don't talk about it that way. It's talked about differently. So the narrative you get in school is not the same education as we got, I guess you'd say, right? Like, it's not looked at in the same manner, which is sad, but just the way it is.
Different generation of teachers too, though.
Yeah, correct. Absolutely. Yep.
Different generation of teachers.
And a lot of teachers nowadays from college, they go to college for 4 to 6 years and then they become a teacher. You know what they've never done? Fucking work, dude. You're telling me how to be this or that in college, and you've never done it. You've never held a job. You've never been in a professional industry. But now you're telling me as a student how I should do it. But the only thing you know is about, I was in this club.
Being a student. You know how to be a student. That's
exactly.
They know. They've been in college classes.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what makes it.
There's no real world experience, right?
Yeah, they say the PE teacher's fat and the business teacher has never ran a business.
right.
That's what happens, dude. Well, I tell you what, Layton, I love talking about all that stuff, man, but to get back on track to what we're doing, man, we truly are here today to learn about you and celebrate you, man. Like, you do a lot for veterans. You do a lot in our community that's local here in Houston, and I can't wait to learn more about it. I'm actually, that's the first I knew that your parents were Army veterans. I didn't know that. I apologize for never asking you. Right. I knew that you weren't a veteran, but now it makes sense. Right. So what we like to do on the Triple Threat Vet podcast is we like to allow our guests to, like, just kind of introduce themselves to our audience and kind of give them a little bit of a background on them. So if you wouldn't mind, knowing now that you're an Army brat, tell us, like, where'd you grow up? What was it like for you growing up? What was it like being an Army brat? What kind of things were you interested in? Kind of take us through childhood, if you could, a little bit.
Yeah, I wouldn't consider myself an Army brat, because I definitely didn't move around. My parents were already, done with their service by the time I was around. I'm the baby of 2 older brothers, so I'm the baby of three boys. But both my parents they met in the Army. I got a lot of cool pictures of them, shooting tanks together, throwing grenades, a lot of cool stuff, news articles and stuff. And it was kind of funny because my dad was a dick to my mom. My mom liked my dad, and my dad didn't really like her. And he was like, I don't date G.I. Janes.
Yeah.
So I guess being a dick worked, and So 40 years later, rest their souls now. But yeah, so growing up, I mean, just like I said, my dad was the typical, country boy, barbecue all the time, always watching NASCAR, football games on Sunday, Mike Tyson fights. I mean, just, I grew up just proud to be an American, you know what I mean? Both my parents, Army veterans, and I took extreme pride in that, any chance I was at any type of events anywhere, it was, who's a veteran, and my parents would stand up, and I'd always have that super proud, big heart moment for me on that. But yeah, I just grew up with 2 older brothers who were just heathens. So I learned to kind of be good, to follow in their mistakes. I didn't want to go to jail and be crazy like them, always disappointing my parents, but they still loved them. But so yeah, just got into the roofing business later on from a friend, and I wanted to partner with a nonprofit or something to do with veterans. My mom she worked in hospice, she worked in, she just always took care of people. And growing up, I actually wanted to be a personal trainer or a physical therapist for disabled veterans. That was kind of a big goal of mine. And then I met my wife during college, and then, babies and the whole nine. And so I kind of had to get to work, and I understand I got to pay bills, so this is my chance to kind of, surround myself with people who remind me of my parents, veterans, kind of share the same values, patriots. Not that I won't hang out with, leftists or anything like that, but I just love being around veterans. It's an honor because, I have a beautiful family, and I get to enjoy the peace of mind knowing that, of course, we have the greatest military in the world, and that there's men out there that have, given all for us to be able to just live that way. So I'm always super thankful, and I always want to give credit where credit's due. And, it's such an honor to be able to surround myself, and just talking here with you guys, being veterans. I just, my dad would be wanting to talk shit to every single one of you guys, and
I like it.
And then want to drink some cold beer. Same with my mom. I mean, my mom can drink with the best of them too. She was a Busch Light girl.
Busch lattes. Did she put olives in her Busch lattes?
Already.
No, she didn't put. She was. It's kind of funny. Is my mom was from Wisconsin, so she was a Yankee, and my dad was like deep South. So on the big screen TV growing up, we always had a cheese head and a Dallas Cowboys helmet next to each other. And when they played, I mean, it was like whoever was losing that day was just pissed off going to the bar.
Yeah, so. Nice.
So
you grew up in Texas?
Typically my dad going to the bar for sure. But
did you grow up
back
in
the day?
Yeah, I grew up in Texas. Yeah, and I was born in Temple, Texas. But then we moved down here when I was younger. So I got a lot of family that still lives up in Temple, and of course you got Fort Hood up there and all that. So But grew up in Texas though.
So going through younger years, right? So you had 2 older brothers, you had your parents, you're going through, and I know you said you got into roofing, you met your wife in college, but you've glossed over a lot of life in like 5 minutes, bro. Like you've done a lot, right? So did you ever think about joining the military at all? Was that ever a thought for you, or was college the route that you decided to go for whatever reason?
Yeah, no. So, I mean, obviously it would have been a huge honor. But I did not. I think it was kind of around the time we were at war. My mom didn't want me to go. And I was actually the first of all of my family to go into college. So,
see, there you go.
So, so, I mean, of course,
I
didn't graduate. What is it?
For the war. I pray for it. I hope I liked it. Me and Ty enjoyed it. It was fun. No, I'm just kidding. That shit was crazy, bro.
Listen, mad respect for you guys. Mad respect. I was young at the time, and it was kind of like, I listened to what my parents' advice had to say, and they were like, "No, you're not going in." So
well, I mean you came from a house of 2 veterans, right?
Yeah.
And when you come from a house of 2 veterans, it's and I'll tell you, I served 22 and a half years. I did my time, and I told both of my kids, right? I joined the military because I wanted to go to college. Yeah. Yeah, I needed to start my life, man. I wanted to get out and do things. And my kids have an opportunity to go do more than that, right? And so I tell them, go do that. Like, once you become an adult, you can do whatever you want to do. But like, I want to support you to get to that opportunity that you have. And that's where your parents were, right? They were like, oh, he's going to go to college. No, bro. You need to go to college. Right. And so, where did you wind up going to school?
LSU. Do you know?
Hell yeah. Go Tigers, baby.
Oh, no. Hold on. Lone Star University.
Oh shit.
Yeah. That's the only LSU that matters.
Yeah, out of your mind.
I went to my dad was a big Aggie, and I went to Blinn, which is called Blendergarden.
Hell, it is.
Yeah. So and then I was going to transfer into A&M, and I ended up coming back into town, and then I ended up going to Lone Star University. And then that's at the time when I came back in town just to save money, because I was paying for most of it myself. I can't say all of it, but I was paying for most of it myself, and I was just a broke college kid trying to make it. So, and then I worked at Olive Garden off in the Woodlands, and that's where I met my wife.
Bro, that soup salad and breadsticks, that shit's legit, bro.
You know that guy's got mad waiter skills. If you met his wife at the Olive Garden, dude,
bro.
She was on a date. He still talked to her. That was awesome.
I was in between shifts, and she came out, and I was like, "Hold up, I gotta go say something. She's too good looking for. I can't just. I think I was on the phone with a girl. I was like, I gotta let her go. I gotta go. You know. Right. So yeah. So anyway, 16 years later,
you just dated yourself by closing that phone like that. That was a while ago.
Oh yeah. Hey, I had it. It was a flip phone. You know. It was. You know. So
hello, Moto. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, no, I couldn't afford that. I think I was with Sprint, or I had that
Nokia joint.
I had a Nokia. Yeah, I was not. Yeah. But
so when you went to Lone Star, were you studying a degree field that led you into going into roofing, or
no, not at all. So roofing was not the plan. Kinesiology was. So like I said, I wanted to be a physical therapist for disabled veterans, because my parents were veterans and they were medics. So I kind of like I any type of, any help I could be as far as helping veterans, especially some that were disabled, would have been a huge honor. And so I was going through to learn, to get my my bachelor's in kinesiology. And so no, roofing was not on the, of course my dad was in construction for 35 years, but roofing was not on the horizon for me.
How did you drop into it?
I was in IT sales. I was in IT sales as a sales position, and I got hired from being a waiter. They were like, I would love to have you work for my company. And so ended up doing IT. I knew nothing about IT. I still know nothing about IT. But ended up doing that. And then in between that, my friend, Jonathan Reefsteck, started a roofing company. He's like, hey man, you'd be great at it. Come on board. And so I took a leap, which was from, I was guaranteed salary and plus incentives. And then this was, cold turkey commission sales. And, I kind of went for it because of course I had to make it because I had kids at home at the time now. So I loved it.
What was that conversation like? Babe, just want you to know.
I'm quitting my job.
I'm about to give up this. Yeah, I'm giving up this guaranteed money. I'm going to go chase this commission.
Guys, but you know what though? I was paycheck to paycheck. I was broke, so it was like.
So you were broke either way. It didn't matter.
I was broke either way, so it didn't matter, she's so supportive. I mean, and when we had nothing, so she was supportive no matter what. So, and her trusting me just to say like, look, I think I can do good in this. And then obviously if I could give that a try, I always had waiting to go back towards. I could always go wait tables anytime I wanted. That's no problem.
OG's always hiring, bro.
The way you talk, Layton, I guarantee you she took your last name. I fucking guarantee it.
I wish, brother. I know. I heard you talk about that earlier. I have her last name.
Damn, bro. Damn.
I heard you talking about that earlier, and I was like, the first thing I'm going to say is that I took my wife's last name. Get him out of here. Where's that big ass hook? Where's the hook?
Some dedication if you take it.
Yeah. So no, she's my wife. Shout out to my wife. My wife is amazing.
Layton is so gangster. He made sure his wife's last name was Mitchell before they got married, so he didn't have to change, bro.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
He's from Texas. They're related.
Yep. So
no, what are you talking about? That's more Florida than Texas, bro.
That's Louisiana.
No, that's
I just got back
homie.
from New Orleans. Crazy
I'm
town.
sorry. It's a shithole. It's like a third world country.
Smells down there, man.
Bro,
Smells.
y'all
It
ever
smells
been to
like
Milton,
piss and
Florida?
vomit.
Where?
Y'all ever been to Milton, Florida?
What's it near? Like what's a major city near?
Pensacola.
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 Okay, yeah. Well, I've been to Pensacola plenty of
But
times.
you ain't never been to Milton because that place is
Uh-uh.
a shithole. They got one restaurant that Al is a regular at. I'm just saying. It's delicious though. I ate there.
Oh yeah, that's right, Matt. You didn't come visit.
Yeah, it's delicious, dude. I've eaten there.
What's it called? Shout it out so that way people know when they're Milton.
El Paso and Milton, Florida. It's legit.
It is legit. Dude, we walked in there like Mr. Hero, same table as always, and I was like, yeah, I guess. Like,
I'm a regular. I go there for the tall beers, the cervezas.
You order your vodka martini, shaken, not stirred when you
no,
walk.
bro, they had his beers lined up on the table. They're like, we know you're gonna switch seats along. You just drink all these.
Yeah.
April's like, I'm so embarrassed. This always happens, you know.
Hey, famous in a small town. You know what I mean?
That's
famous
right.
in a
Yeah.
small town.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
So Layton, so back to kind of what Matt was talking about. I'm just curious, like, so you started in roofing sales, right? Is what you're saying? Like you sold roofs?
Yep.
How the fuck do you sell a roof if somebody doesn't need one? Like you just convince people to buy a roof? Like how's that work? How's that work?
So obviously we add value. So obviously our first mission is to get on the roof. We want to get a free inspection. That's why there's door knockers.
So you can tell people their shit's fucked. That's what you want to do. Like you got hail damage, you got shingles falling off, your shit's fucked.
Believe it or not, every roof really is fucked up. I'll be honest with you. A lot of roofs you get on, they're messed up. They are messed up. But here's what I'll tell you: we don't just replace roofs. So it's crazy to me because there's actually roofing companies out there that don't do repairs. We do repairs as well. I can tell you right now, 100% brand new roof or not, there is going to be a nail pop. There's going to be something we need to caulk up there. And unfortunately, I just have white caulk, so it's not big.
Yeah. Me too.
Nice.
Small tube.
But the thing is, though, is that if there's a big hole to cover, I got a bunch of my guys. I got about seven Venezuelan guys ready to go. So they got
they got the brown caulk
lined up. Let's go.
Brown caulk's a lot bigger. Yeah.
Yeah. But no, so I mean, a lot of roofs, they start with building relationships with just repairs.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously down the road, I've been in the business long enough to where those people that we did repairs for down the road will have hail damage come in. And then that's when we replace the roof. So we start out kind of just, hey, you just need, a little bit of work done, some maintenance, just to get you past. Cause you don't want it. Cause every roof, like I said, every roof has something wrong with it to a certain degree with nail pops or just exposed nails. Flashing's always backing up. Satellite dishes are always, pulling away from the decking, and there's just always something we need to do on our roof, but that's how we get in. But, a lot of the insurance industry is changing, and they're making homeowners replace roofs way faster than they used to.
Right. That's true.
So we're there to kind of be the fair guy, in a sense of, cause man, you get some, our competition out there is sometimes crazy. Like I get it. We have to make money to pay bills and stuff like that. But man, I just feel like there's some price gouging out there. It's pretty crazy. So that's my opinion.
Yeah, in your first job, though, you were working with your friend, right? He had the roofing company. You're doing door to door.
Yep.
And so walk us through like leaving the restaurant business. Obviously, as a waiter, you got to talk to people every day. So the talking part was not hard. And the fact that your dad watched football, boxing, talked a lot of shit, you were ready to go no matter what. So you are an Army brat. So going out and doing all this work in the roofing, like how long did it take for you to be like, man, I think that I could do this for the long term?
Yeah, I mean, so my buddy John would just drop me off and be like, "Hey, man, I'll see you at 5. Like here's 2 water bottles,
bro,
and let's get some deals." And it was kind of like, well, I better make the best use of my time, So I would go out there, and then once as far as getting bit by the roofing bug, I call it, because I mean, then you hit a big one, especially through insurance, and then you're like, okay, this commission check's nice. If I get a couple of these a month, I can sit pretty well. So I've always loved to serve. I love to take care of people. It's just in my nature. And so I think once I started making the money that I could see in the future, that's when I was kind of like, okay, I kind of want to start my own and do it the way I want. Because I like to donate to charities. I like to kind of give back to the community.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get there for sure, 100%.
Yeah. So
here's what I'll say, Layton.
Yeah.
Was your first was your buddy, was he ever a military recruiter? Do you know?
My buddy?
Yeah, that you worked with originally.
His brother might have been. His brother was ex-military.
That's where he learned it. You know what we used to do? We would stop in a neighborhood and we would go, all right, I'll see you in 3 blocks. And you got to go 3 blocks and talk to everybody about the Navy. And then when you get in the car, it's like, I couldn't talk to anybody. All right, I'll see you in 3 more. Then you just drive the car down. Like, you know, hey, I'm going to drop in this intersection, wash windows, and talk to people about the Navy, dude, for real. And it works.
Burn the boats.
You're either going to talk to people and make some appointments to talk about the Navy and get back in this car, or it's going to be a long-ass day, dude. You're going to be tired. You better ask them people at the houses for water because I ain't got nothing for you in the car.
And I made a mistake, too, because I was wearing cowboy boots, and those cowboy boots get heavy as shit, brother. I mean, knocking door to door with cowboy boots. I mean, at first when you get out, you're like, not bad. After a couple
but you
hours,
had to look the part, dude. You were in Texas, bro.
Bro, and it was like summer. It was like 110 degrees
just
outside.
Ass sweat, just dying. Ball sweat, just dying.
You can feel the sweat going down your boot. You know, you just feel it. You know, you got swamp ass, and you're door to door. Just pray. I'm actually praying someone opens the door so I can get offered a water bottle.
There you go. That's what I was saying.
He just described Iraq in a nutshell.
Yeah,
swamp ass, sweat rolling down to your boots. Somebody opens the door before I got to kick this bitch in. Yeah, this is pretty much it. There you go.
That was kind of my sales pitch. Was, you know, really, can I have a water bottle? I'm dying.
My boss is very, very, very hard on me. He said that I can't get back in the car until I talk to one person, but I'm thirsty, so I don't even care if you talk to me. I just want some water.
Listen, I get paid per water bottle I get from homeowners. I need a water bottle.
Yeah. So when you went through that and started to see the commission checks and everything started coming through, you know, and you said you started to think about opening a roofing company. One thing, you know, for us, we have a lot of veterans that come on and they're transitioning, they're getting out of the military, or they're, you know, retiring or just separating, and they're looking to do other things, right? And so they're trying to get into another venture. And so you started working at a place and said, I could do this. Could you walk us through, like, you had the dream, now I'm going to open a roofing company. Kind of walk us through what that journey's like to actually make it a reality, right? Not like, yeah, I'm here today and it worked, but like, what did you have to do in order to make that happen for you? Like, how did you research, or what were the mistakes you made, or what made it, you know, happen for you?
Yeah, well, luckily I worked for someone, and I learned from their very many few mistakes. I'll give credit where credit's due. I had a great boss. I had a great, you know, as a friend of mine too. So I learned what to do, what not to do, and then ways that I thought I could improve, not being disrespectful, that I thought I could do different, right? Because I didn't need much motivation to get. I think the first part is just believing in yourself, for one, and you got to just get up and do it. I mean, it's just all in action. It's what do they say? Because a lot of people, I think, chase perfection instead of just kind of chasing actually moving forward, in a sense. And what I mean by that is like, I'll start knocking, or I'll start selling once I learn all the knowledge of roofing, or I'll start doing it when I get this or that or this. And it's just like, you just got to start talking to people, just networking. Because I remember those times where I would have somebody, you know, be like, oh, I didn't know you did roofing, and I just had my roof done. And it's like, each deal at that time was so important that I was like, I'll never not market. I'm just going to start telling people what I do every day and putting it out there. And so I knew that marketing was a big deal that I would focus on, to kind of just get out there. When people thought of roofing, I wanted them to think of me. Yeah. So that's why I created the Epic Roofing Guy. So that was kind of like a little marketing tactic.
And when did you create that? Was that recently, or is that?
No, I mean, honestly, I don't even put it out there that much, the Epic Roofing Guy, but that was kind of when I first started my own company with a partner, was the Epic Roofing Guy. That's when I started kind of just being like, I'm the Epic Roofing Guy, you know, because then you'd see all these other professionals that are like, you know, the mortgage guy or the realtor or whatever it may be. And so I was like, all right, I got to kind of like brand myself as like the epic roofing guy. I mean, it's not as cool as Triple Threat Vets, but I mean, it was pretty cool at the time. You know what I mean, guys?
It's epic though, dude. It's epic.
Pretty epic.
It's
So,
be the phenomenal roofing guy. There you go.
you know,
No,
and
that
I
shirt's
didn't even tell you
so
guys my new venture. I'm actually opening up a second roofing company. I don't know if did you guys hear about that?
No, we didn't.
Yes, yeah. So it's called Somali Roofing LLC.
Hell
And,
yeah, dude.
I've already reached out for grants.
Please tell me it's in Minnesota because they're gonna need a lot of fucking roofs after it gets done burning up there for sure.
Yeah,
And they're gonna give you grants too without asking any questions. They're not even gonna care. They're just gonna be like, shit, bro. No employees? Sounds good.
I partnered with a Somali guy. He lives in an apartment, and that's our LLC is the actual apartment building.
Yeah, there you go.
Word.
So yeah, I will take donation for my barbecue comps. This guy, I gotta get some of this. Have you guys had this guy's barbecue? He keeps
Oh,
commenting.
Carlos is the
Yes,
fucking man,
good.
bro. Hold on.
Mentor.
Hold on. I've cooked with him, and look, we win. He wins.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
Kyle.
yeah.
Is that Kyle Murphy?
That's Danny Dietz.
Danny Dietz.
Yeah, Danny Dietz.
Look like I was thinking of the Murph challenge. I look like kind of.
Oh, I mean, yeah, all those guys are all intertwined in, right? It's the Danny Dietz Memorial Cook-Off. He was on that mission with those guys.
I met the politician, Mr. Luttrell.
Yeah,
at,
we actually had his brother Marcus Luttrell come and hang out with Carlos at his when we did the me and Ty and Matt did the barbecue.
However, tell them what happened before you got to hang out with Marcus Luttrell.
So my fucking
which
dad,
one? Okay, hold on. So which one's which? Which one's which one?
Marcus
Morgan-
Luttrell,
Morgan's the politician.
Yeah.
Okay,
Marcus is the lone survivor.
Lone survivor.
gotcha.
Well, he shows up to Carlos's tent. Me and Carlos are in the back, and my dad, he's older. Like he ain't old, but he don't know who the fuck this guy is. The guy knocks, and he's like, "Hey, I'm here to see Carlos and like whatever. Like I want to hang out." And my dad's like, "You got to come back, bro," and like shuts the door. And I'm like, "Who the fuck was that?" My dad's like, "I don't know, some guy named Marcus Luttrell." I'm like, "You just kicked out the fucking lone survivor? Like, what the fuck are you doing?" And I ran and talked to him and got him to come back. But Carlos Calzada is a Navy combat medic, combat corpsman. Great guy, a friend of the podcast, been on the show a couple times, but he is a phenomenal barbecue cook out of Texas, does a lot of competition cooks, just legitimately outstanding. So yeah, that's why he keeps making his barbecue comments because he is the man.
Where's he at? Where
He lives in San Antonio.
He's in San Antonio area, but that's him in the middle right there with the ugly ass Yankees ball cap on. That's him. And then obviously that's me and him and Marcus Luttrell.
Awesome. That's so awesome.
Yeah, that's so
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
Al Senior's like, I don't care who you are. These guys got some shit going on right now. You got to come back.
Get the fuck back from the door. Who are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't be coming up on us like that, bro.
He's running fucking security detail for us.
Dude,
so at the time though, what was funny though was I met him at Pizza Shack on 105. And and I didn't know they were twin brothers. So here I am only thinking of The Lone Survivor, which was a book I read in college before it became a movie. And I'm like, holy shit, this is that guy. Oh my gosh. And I'm asking, are you that guy? And he's like, no. And I'm like, sure as shit. I'm like, no, hold on. Yes, you are. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not dumb. I'm kind of dumb, but I'm not all the way dumb.
You're that guy.
And he's like, no, I'm his brother, you know? And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I didn't even know.
They both were on the teams. I mean, they're both team guys.
Yeah, they were both Navy SEALs. But it's
cool.
Like you can listen to their podcast and they talk about it. And I think there's a story in one of the podcasts I listened to. It might have been Marcus's podcast where he's like, he was going through Buds and Morgan like did some shit in Buds because they looked the same. He's like, dude, it was crazy. Like we got in a lot of trouble for that. But like, yeah, they were both Navy SEALs. You know, Morgan, politician, Marcus, you know, he does podcasting, but yeah, they're both cool, man.
Can you guys imagine growing up with a twin brother?
Yeah, it would be dope.
Could you imagine Al Hero having
He does have a twin. His name is White.
I mean,
Mike,
the trouble that I think each of you guys got in alone, but if you would have had a stunt double,
dude.
I love how like right now you're being the responsible parent in this conversation, Layton, but let's not forget that you probably would have gotten into a lot of trouble too.
brother.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah. I mean, I've been to the golf tournaments. I've been to the events. I've been to the the BNI and the networkings and all those things, dude. And I've seen it. Like, if it's dead in the room, Layton's like, what are we doing right now? Like, do we need to get some drinks in here? We need to do some shots. You guys need to, like, you are always like, let's go. Let's pump up the party, man.
Hey, man, that's how I grew up, man.
Jersey Shore. He's like your Jersey Shore. Your gym tanning laundry guy.
GTL, baby.
Yeah.
GTL. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, yeah. But that was. I mean, my dad was always the life of the party, always. And always cold beer in his hand. My dad was that guy that had the cigarette pack. The Marlboro
rolled up in his sleeve.
Yeah, dude.
Rolled up, and he's got his V-neck so you can see his chest hairs.
Yeah, man, that's a man's man.
I was
taco meat. Yeah,
I could always tell when my dad walked through the door I'm like, okay, how he stepped through the door. I was like, all right, yeah. He's there.
He had a good day. Or oh shit, I'm leaving.
No, I could definitely tell when it was not good if I had to go to my room. I was like, yeah, because it could have been if Dallas Cowboys lost. Because my dad was a diehard Dallas Cowboys fan. They lost. He
had a lot of bad days apparently.
He did.
So Layton, let me interject because you just hit a nerve on my ADHD. If you don't mind, wax poetic a little bit about what it was like to have to negotiate both parents. Like I was raised by a Marine. You were raised by 2 combat medics, and we all know what combat medics do. Shout out Doc Powell. Shout out Brian Hendrickson, who's one of our top fans. Combat medics are just amazing. A Navy corpsman, amazing. Carlos Calzada. Chris Luna, amazing dudes. Talk about what it was like to grow up with both of those personalities. And like you said, when they walked into the room, that hit a nerve with me because I think my kids had to really look at what I was like, because I am an intense dude when I'm on, like when I have a mission. So kind of talk about how that may have, one, negotiating that, 2, how it helped you be very resilient and be able to adapt to different things, and maybe how that helped you.
Yeah. I had to learn at a young age how to read the room. Because my dad was he was an alcoholic growing up, so I had to know. I had to play protection mode for myself to survive. Like if there was going to be a big fight that night or there wasn't. Because I knew my dad coming in, I had to read it really quickly if he was in a good mood or bad mood. So that meant me, we might be leaving that night, getting a hotel room. I might be going to my room quick, or he's gonna be ordering pizza, and I'm gonna be getting Skittles and all kinds of good stuff for the good nights. So yeah, I think that kind of, I've always had I think that made me good at reading a room. Kind of figuring out the energy in the room. I had to kind of learn that at a young age. So I think that helps in the business world as well. I think because I have to read a room sometimes of a lot of people. So.
Yeah, no doubt. Shout out Frank DeMith with he's a veteran author and he's on our top fans. We appreciate you commenting all the time and best of luck to you. Yeah, I think it really speaks to like children of veterans, close proximity to veterans, working with veterans. You just learn amount of resilience that is uncommon. Even back in the 50s and 60s, if you had nothing to do with the war, or if you had nothing to do with that and you weren't raised like that, then I think that you're less resilient as a child. And I also believe that because of that, my children are resilient as hell, and they can just be thrown into any type of situation and be able to kind of thrive. So how did some of that drive you, maybe because of the lessons learned with not knowing if you were going to have to get a hotel, not knowing if they were drunk or not knowing if they were going to fight? How did that drive you and light a fire in your ass to finish your school and then start your company?
Yeah, I mean, I always wanted to make my parents proud. You know what I mean? I can sit there and say my dad, I think he just had his own demons to deal with, which we were the first ones, so we loved the most, and obviously we got the short end of the stick on that. But he loved us very much, and I always wanted to make him proud. That's why I wanted to go to A&M, because I wanted to fulfill his dream. And that was my goal. And but my dad was in the construction business. He was a hard worker. I just both my parents' work ethic was just unmatched. They were just always at it, trying to make sure that we were successful and that we would make it. So, at a very young age, I've always had a job, and I've always wanted to just make them proud. That's why I've always worked so hard. Besides my family, is just making my parents proud. They were great parents, and I was very blessed to have them as my parents. So I always wanted to make them proud. So, and they're not here anymore today, but I know they're watching down. So that's always been big for me is just continuing their legacy in a sense of being very patriotic, being a big Christian, spreading the word, and then just working hard. They're all. I remember one day I rode in a badass Porsche and it was sick, and my dad was like, "Think bigger, think so much bigger. You can do so much better than a Porsche." I know that sounds stupid, but it was just like my dad.
That's not dumb, especially in
Ford
Texas.
F-150, baby. You know what I'm saying? Man, shit.
So does that service from your parents and growing up and seeing them stand up at the events and being proud of that, and you said national anthems, flyovers, all that, has that helped feed into? Is that part of what had you like, hey, I want to give back, this is what I want to do? Because originally you wanted to help disabled veterans. So walk us through like how you stepped into all of the philanthropy and the giving back and the support you give to all the organizations and charities. And it would be impossible to try to name all of the people that you've helped and done things with, but like walk us through like how you got into that space and what it was like, going, hey, I want to help these people and those people, and what your business does today for veterans.
Yeah, it stems from my parents. My dad was always a helping hand to a lot of his workers that work for his company, and rather it be housing his employees, taking care of them, feeding them, just always helping. My dad was not like a big churchgoer, but he always called his house a sanctuary, so he always welcomed people in his home. My mom as well always did a lot of charity work, and then later on in her life, when not as fortunate, but she would, she had to get food from the food pantry and things like that. So I know that giving back, I've seen both sides of it. I've seen the side that how much it helped my mom being able to get food from a food bank. And then I've seen my dad help those that were down fighting drug addictions or alcohol addictions and things like that. So I've always just wanted to do my part as well and continue doing what I saw them do, which was, giving to charities. We've gone down there. We've helped the homeless with Matthew's Light. That was a great time. And, we do St. Jude. I worked at Chili's. I was a chili head. So St. Jude was their main charity that they donated to. So we've given a lot to St. Jude. Make-A-Wish Foundation is an amazing charity. Growing up, we always went to, I used to skateboard. So there's a big Make-A-Wish Foundation event down at Southside Skate Park in Houston. Shout out to Southside Skate Park. And then I watched that movie, Sound of Freedom, which I was really inspired by with Operation Underground Railroad. Obviously, I got two beautiful girls, so combating child sex trafficking, I just thought that I wanted to do a small part. I mean, I could see myself being retired, being like, put me in somewhere, just use me as a decoy, I'll do something. And then Project Zero, which is for veterans and first responders, adventure therapy. So I think my dad could have used some of that growing up, some adventure therapy to help, band of brothers helping him fight his demons and things like that. So that's why I it fills my heart. I think that's one of my love languages is like the gift of giving. Maybe sometimes I give too much, but it makes me feel good. That's kind of, I guess, my love language is the gift giving. So as much as I can do for someone else, it really helps me too at the same time. So it's beneficial both ways. So
yeah, absolutely, man. I mean, as much as you give to other people and as much as you would give back, that always comes back to you in the end, right? Like as much as you give and as much as you support, you can't support that many organizations or that many causes and say, I'm doing it so you can look at me. That's a lot of places to give to, and kind of like, you're back to the beginning. Like, I'm going to take a chance on this, right? And I'm going to go do this. And a lot of the times I see you guys out there doing the work to give back to the people you're giving to. And I see that's what you guys lead with. So I mean, it's amazing.
Did you
Are
see
you
that
guys
last?
doing, like, and I could have you maybe confused, but are you guys doing? Maybe I heard from. I mean, it could be wrong. Are y'all doing like? Aren't y'all doing like roofing giveaways and roofing for veterans or some kind of something
Yes.
that you're doing on your end? Can you talk about a little bit about that?
Yeah, so I mean, that's something I'd love to do more often. We've done 2 roofs so far, completely free for veterans. And both of them kind of came in different scenarios, but it couldn't have been better timing. You had a sergeant that was like, fixed income, was forced by the insurance company to have to replace his roof. And it was like, I got reached out by the insurance company, like, hey, is there anything you can do? Or, they not like what we can do for them, but like give them a good price, and I was like, okay, well, we can do more than just a good price. So I got with my manufacturers, I got with my roofers, I got with all of like my BNI groups and my networking groups. And I'm like, look, we got this veteran here. He can't, this is all the money he's got. He doesn't even have it. He was thinking he was going to do a payment plan. I set him up on, like he thought he was going to be paying, this is all the money he had. So I was like, no, it didn't sit right with me. And it was actually, right before my mom passed. I was super proud to tell her that we got a roof for a veteran for free. It was really emotional. I told her at the bar, we were doing a fireball shot. She was just like, oh my God, that's so awesome. She was just, I could have been more proud in that moment. You know what I mean? Like my dad would have been proud. He already passed away. And then the second veteran we were supposed to help him with repairs, but we saw his house and it was just like, man, like, he needs a new roof bad, but he just doesn't have the money, and the family's kind of going through some hard times. And it was just like, well, I just love how it got brought to us, and we could do something about it. And we reached out, and we have an amazing group of people that want to support veterans and want to help, and especially our manufacturer reps, our our roofers, and like they're great. All of us came together and was like, let's just make this happen, And so we've done 2 roofs so far for veterans.
That's awesome.
Completely free. And it's probably one of the proudest moments I can say as an owner, and just as a group, in the group of guys that were able to help, that we were able to do that. I mean, what better feeling? I mean, just a veteran getting a free roof is just, I could do that every day. So
That was awesome. That's awesome.
So yeah, we want to do that more often. And, obviously, we reach out to, kind of the same people. So, but, they always help, but, we'd love to do that more often. We just want to find the right cases too, though, because I've reached out to Kyle before, and some people are financially well off and they're veterans, but, I'm looking for the ones that truly just, they can't do it. They need help. They're getting leaks inside their home, because then you get mold growth, and that's not good. There's just a lot of stuff that we, like those 2 guys needed it, and it was perfect. And we were just so blessed that we were able to help them. So
Layton, Frank had the same question I was going to ask, but Frank asked, is there a way for the rest of us to help support your generosity? Is there somewhere where people can reach out and donate or help to strengthen that cause and to help with that veteran roof process?
Really, yeah, absolutely. Just keep an ear open, for someone that needs it. Just bless us maybe potentially with the opportunity to help, because sometimes it can be just a repair, or if it's a full roof, because we don't have we don't have someone on our site that has like donations and things like that. That would be cool. That'd be maybe like an idea I could do down the road or something. But we just have had these opportunities kind of fall upon us, and just kind of, we wanted to take it as a company to take these on and nice. And just help. And like I said, it wasn't all on us. We had lots of help from many different people that donated their own money and things like that. So yeah, I'll work on something. I think that would be a great, maybe even just have something like a tab and keep that money there for when this happens, we can just jump right on.
Yeah.
That'd be a good idea. But yeah, just follow us. We do a lot of stuff.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, definitely follow us, because we are doing more and more, and we want to do more giveaways and more stuff for the community. So just keep following us, because we'll let you know. We'll when we need help.
Yeah.
Just having you guys as an avenue would be great. Small.
Absolutely.
A lot of people, you guys know this. You're military. Just a lot of people, but donating a small amount can make such a huge difference.
Yeah.
And we just did a giveaway. I don't know if you saw the video, and we do a lot of social media stuff too, but there was a lady that was battling breast cancer, just had to put her husband in dementia, who with dementia, just had to put him in assisted living, kind of falling on hard times, obviously depressed, having to deal with her own battle with potentially passing away to breast cancer. You know how scary that is. And then her husband at the same time with dementia. And it's like, so we were able to make a donation to her. I think it was like $1,500 or $1,800. I can't remember. It's been a minute, but did a video on that. And she's like a big fan of the company, and it's just it just kind of comes full circle. Miss Shelley, shout out to Miss Shelley.
That video was awesome. That was like the old school back in the day Publishers Clearinghouse when they opened the door. You know what I mean?
So funny. That's exactly what I said. I said, because we brought a big old check, and it was so funny because we were out there, taking some photos, and I was like, your neighbors are probably going to think you won the Publishers Clearinghouse. You're like the new favorite neighbor. Everyone's going to come around. Yeah. My mom wanted to win that. It was so fun.
That's hilarious.
Man, so that right there, I've been wanting to do that for years. I wanted to go to this house in the country, and it's a badass family compound. Shout out to the Loki family. I wanted to be able to bring a DJ out for my crew, just so they can like, imagine doing the roof work is hard. It's super hard. And so just being able to bring out a full DJ that was playing nothing but jams for these guys, I mean, they were loving it. And we had them decked out in Christmas gear. We had all kinds of goodies. Like, I brought all kinds of Christmas snacks, like Little Debbie treats, Christmas trees. I mean, you name it, we had it out there. And then we got a whole bunch of popcorn boxes for the guys so they can, bring home their little, like, the 3 different popcorn flavors.
Yeah.
So that way they can it was fun. We had a lot of fun. It was a good day.
So I was going to ask you, like, I've seen recently in my feed, like, a lot of those videos for you guys coming up. I think it's hilarious when your crew is all talking about the manager and the owner and what's going on, and then they're doing races. Like, that's recent for you guys? You guys been doing that for a long time?
Not social media. Like, I think we've been kind of hammering down on social media for the past 3-4 months. We have
hilarious, dude.
We have a lot of fun. I mean, obviously, it's work. We work every day. People think we don't put up roofs, but we do. We're doing lots of work behind the scenes. But I like to have a lot of fun. It's like, I want to have kind of the best roofing company in Texas. When people think man, I'd love to do roofing. Where should I work? I kind of want to be the first one that, like, I think I'm a pretty good boss. I'll let my guys speak for me, but I got an amazing VP, Micah Kramer. He's amazing, good guy. He's a comedian.
He's hilarious.
Yeah, he's fun. And then I get to work with my best friend Cameron Reagan, and then a lot of great group of guys. I mean, we have such a great team. And then obviously as well, which I want you guys to meet him, but Viking Mike, we call him. He's our Navy guy, and he does all of our office work on the background, and he's a Navy guy. So I mean, but that's, so you go to all your guys' roofing company, so they're construction workers by nature. What they know is, like, we're going to go hammer these nails and put this roof up and do this thing. And then you walk out and go, hey guys, we're going to bring a DJ. We're going to dress up in Christmas outfits. We're going to shoot these videos, or we're going to do leapfrog in someone's yard, or we're going to go, like, pretend like we're having, like, a sensitivity counseling by a tree. Like, what is the reaction for your guys when you come up and do that? Because for you, it's like, let's have fun. But, like, what's their reaction, and how do they feel about doing stuff like that? Because you got to go away from work to do that, and to see that your boss is like, dude, let's just have fun. Like, how are they taking that? They're taking it great. I mean, Jose loves it. I'm like, hey man, I got shirts for the guys. Obviously it's Christmas time, so I bought them all a bunch of Christmas gear, hats. Everyone had hats. Everyone had shirts. Jose was loving it. I mean, he just was like, yeah, let us know what we got to do. And, every job is different, but they just look at us like, what are these guys doing? You know what I mean? Like, cause we're just.
You mean the homeowners?
Well, for one, we try to get permission from the homeowners.
Yeah.
And then if we don't, we just kind of go with it. Better ask for forgiveness than permission. Right. So we,
hell yeah. See,
yes,
military. I told you, you're an Army brat, dude. Just do it. and then be like, oh, I didn't know I couldn't do that in your yard.
If I
was
came
already
home
making
and there
it,
was a
you know?
bunch of people dressed as elves on my roof, I'd be like, this is the greatest shit I've ever seen. Like,
Yeah, and then
there's a
Layton to go.
DJ in my front
I mean,
yard, and there's fucking
me and the
Christmas
elves
elves
can
on my
leave,
roof.
but you're still gonna have a hole in your roof. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Just
and
saying.
it was funny because at the Loki project, it's a compound, it's a family compound, it's a big old compound, and the mom's coming up with the daughter-in-law with the baby, and I'm looking at my guys, and I'm like, we're never being hired again. They're never gonna hire us again because I mean we have a DJ out there that's fully loud. I mean it's super loud, and it's on it's on acres, but it's just like, oh my gosh, it was funny because it was kind of embarrassing, and I went to him and I said, look, what's your favorite song? I'll put it on. What do you want? Some CCR? What do you want? And she's like, no, this is fine. They were super cool about it.
They're dancing in the yard with the workers.
They were having a lot of fun. But you know what though? Hey, everybody knows though, the happier the worker is, the better the work. I mean, it's
True.
just,
But I'll tell you what, that family, when they go talk to people now and people are like, oh, I got to do this, and that, and be like, oh, you need a roof? Bro, let me tell you about my roofing guy. He is awesome. And that's what they remember. They don't remember the roof that you put on. They're like, they're going to come out. Now you've got you have a bar set, dude. You're going to have a DJ at every job. There's going to have to be walk-off music when the roof is done. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you're known now for the experience you're giving your client versus the troubles of like, man, this roof and it's going to be a lot. You're like, nah, it's going to be fun. We're going to make it okay,
Yeah, and I think our pricing is great. Like, hey, listen, if somebody can beat our pricing, I'll give them a $25 gift card. Like, phenomenal pricing, and we're going to give you we're the highest you can get certified through GAF, so we can offer the best warranties through GAF. We're the highest certification you can get through Certainty, which is the second largest manufacturer in the world, so we can give you the best warranties there. I mean, we have everything. The certifications, the accolades, financing.
And it might just turn into a karaoke party.
Hey, he said it. Phenomenal.
Hey,
Hey,
I just want to take another look at you. Hey,
we try to have a good time, man. You know what? And it is about the experience, right? Here's what I'll tell you. I mean, anybody can put a roof up. It is all about the experience. We have a bilingual project manager on site throughout the whole project, from first to be there, last to leave. We have a catch-all system that was $15,000. We invested in that to have the most protection for a homeowner's house. Most roofing companies don't have that. What areas can we work? All of Texas. If it's important to you, it's important to us. We've done roofs in Midland. We've done roofs in Galveston, in coastal areas. So 6 nails per shingle, hand nail, all coastal certified. We'll have the guy out there to sign off on it. But yeah, usually most roofs usually take 1 day. And like I said, some of the retail roofs, we won't accept a dime until we're done. So, but we have financing too. We can get you 0% financing for 18 months.
My credit score's fucked. You can't. That shit ain't gonna work. Next, you're gonna be. I'm gonna need like a 55-month plan.
Hey, you know what's great though? What's so cool?
Months.
Our credit, like, to get financing through us, like our credit, the third party we use, they accept really low credit scores. It's specifically for.
That's just like an 11.
So. We got you, bro. Hey, we'll work a deal.
I think I'm 11.
You're 11?
Yeah, I think so.
They accept scores as low as 10, brother. We got you covered, brother. Sign you up, brother. We ready. But yeah, we service a big area. And like I said, it's not just, keep in mind, we're not just doing full roofs. So because a lot of homeowners, they worry about they're going to be like, they always feel like they're the one, right? Like, oh man, if like for me, like I know if I have an HVAC company come out here, it's like, man, I'm probably going to need an HVAC system. So they just think automatically big bill, right? But we come out, we obviously we're unbiased. We're going to see what's going on up there, whether wind or hail damage, or if you need anything, we're just going to, obviously give you a maintenance package. We don't charge a trip charge, free estimates, free inspections. And we'll let you know what to do. And obviously it's up to the homeowner to make the best educated decision. We don't make it for them. We just let them know what's going on with the roof to keep them educated, because not every roof needs to be replaced. I mean, I can't tell you how many roofs we see a year that we're like, nah, you're good, or you just need a little bit of maintenance. So.
See, that's the key there, right? Because a lot of companies are going to come out, and the first thing they say when they come to your door, hey, do you want us to go on your roof and see if you had hail damage from the storm 3.5 years ago, and we could probably get you a new roof? You immediately know, oh, they want to put a new roof on this bitch.
They're like, you got to move the tarps first. So you can look at
and
you got to move these tarps.
And you want to use my insurance, which means now I'm going to have to pay more money because that is the thing now with, like you said, age of roof and what it's going to be, right? That's crazy.
Yeah, it's better to get it now. This is not a sales tactic here on here either. It's better to get it now than later because a lot of insurance companies, man, they're making deductibles so much higher. So that way you're paying most of the roof. They're going away with 1% and 2% deductibles. They're going for 2 to 3. And when you get 3% of a $500,000 house, I mean, that's your deductible. You can get a roof done out of pocket. It's just like, it doesn't make any sense. So it's going to become a certain point where even getting the insurance company involved isn't going to be necessarily needed. And it's going to become like a retail battle. And obviously when roofers compete, the homeowner wins because it's whoever's going to do more for the homeowner. And I feel like we win that battle every time. Every time.
Yeah. Have you seen their videos and DJ shows? It's great.
Yeah. Uh-oh, it looks like Ty's ready to heat some shit up. He's got his glasses
I wanted
on.
to make sure that we shouted out Sean Santos. Sean Santos been on the program, Navy dog handler. Does some great work with college kids. I think he's a coach for a soccer team out in Colorado. So when he asks those type of questions, he's the kind of guy that he's done a lot of great stuff too. So if you ever
he doesn't coach a real sport. Soccer's not a real sport. Like I'm just gonna put it out there.
You've just offended half of the world.
Not a real sport. Golf's not a real sport. Not a real sport. It's a game.
These must be the sports Al sucks at. That's why they're.
Hey, they are, bro. I'm horrible. I played one game of soccer one time. I think. What to do? I was just walking around bumping into people. I ain't know what. Like I missed the ball. Like, oh, bro, I'm horrible.
Well, I will tell you this. Layton, you're out of our hands. You're in Ty's hands now. It's going to be. It's time for the hot seat, my man. We will see you in a minute.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So it's down to you, and it is down to me, man. I really appreciate you coming on the show. I love talking to Kyle. Kyle just hit me up today, so hearing things that you're doing with Mitchell Roofing, and then seeing all the work you do with veteran nonprofits that are near and dear to my heart. I love what you're doing, bro. But what we do here with the Triple Threat Vet Hot Seat is we just like to get to know how your mind works and, some of the sentimentalities you may share with veterans and share with our audience. So first question, what is the greatest advice you give your team on a daily basis when they work for Mitchell Roofing?
Ooh, best place to start is rock bottom. Let's go. Let's win.
Absolutely, and I really truly hope that you win because it seems like what you said with the deductibles going up, it is going to turn into a retail battle, and I can attest to your character. Most people, when they come on here and they have a product, we don't explicitly or overtly endorse it, but I'll tell you, my name is Ty Cobb. I served in the Army. I live in Houston, Texas. And when I need a roof, and if I were to want to tell someone or refer someone for a roof, Mitchell Roofing is definitely who I would go through.
It'd be an honor, brother. Be an honor.
Question. What is the most unique place on earth that you've ever visited?
Ooh, I'd have to say I haven't traveled much, but I'd have to go Colorado. Being in the mountains is something different when you're looking out. It's a different view. I think Colorado for sure.
Oh yeah, I love Colorado. We went to the Army Air Force game, just seeing the mountains and the scale of the mountains and the views of the Mountain of the Gods or Inn of the Gods or something like that. Man, beautiful out there. All right, I've seen you in public interact with people, but tell me about the Layton that's at home. Tell me about what you love about your family.
Oh, everything, man. My beautiful girls, my wife. I live every man's dream. I get to come home and curl up next to 3 beautiful ladies, man. My girls are dancers. I'm so proud of them. My wife is my rock. at home, I'm still my goofy self, you know. Sometimes I love to just come home and pick at them, bother them some. So I bring my work attitude home. I'm just me. That's me all day. 100%.
Appreciate that. All right, we'll lighten it up just a little bit. What is your first concert and favorite concert?
First concert was Hootie and the Blowfish. That was my first concert. And what was the second question?
Your favorite concert of all time?
Ooh, I would have to say Tate McRae. Y'all know who that is? Y'all probably don't know who that is.
No, I don't know who Tate McRae is, but I'll have to write that down and figure it out now.
The reason why it's my favorite is because it's the first concert I ever took my beautiful girls to, which it was they were crying, and it was just a proud dad moment, super proud dad moment. So
I love it. That kind of leads to my next question. What today, as of, what are we on, 15 January 2026, what drives you in life?
My family. Definitely, 100%.
So the inverse of that is what keeps you up at night?
My family and my new damn dog, my puppy. It's really what keeps me up at night. Besides that, I just want to win. I want all my guys to win, my team to win, my family to win. I won't accept anything else.
The next question I have is just I wanted to ask about your favorite moment of your social media, but we've kind of already talked about that, so I'll kind of switch it up. What cohesion, sentiment, love, and what kind of bond has that created with you guys doing the social media?
Oh, it's been great, and I also do it as well to showcase them. This company is not ran by just me. This company runs because of the guys on the team. We're a well-oiled machine. All of us play a huge part in it, so I want to showcase them. And not just myself. So I think it's brought us together more, and then it's showcasing them as well. Because I'm super proud of them guys, and I want them to be proud to be able to showcase what they're doing to their families, their kids, their wives, their all of that. So just to be able to make themselves feel proud.
Yeah, I appreciate that so much. My next question is, give me your best 30-second elevator pitch, but I don't want to ask you that now because I really believe that this entire podcast with you on there and you talking about your family, talking about the product, having a comprehensive knowledge of everything that's going on. So it's obvious that you could watch this whole hour and a half podcast and that could be a 30-second elevator pitch. But I'll ask you the most important question that we asked. Who is the greatest of all time? Michael Jackson or Prince?
Michael Jackson.
And why?
I mean, if you put the two in the room, who are you looking at? Prince or Michael Jackson? Michael Jackson. It's got to be Michael Jackson.
Well, as you can see, it's pretty contentious. It's getting closer, but yeah, Michael Jackson's now hit the 40 mark. So out of 133 episodes, Prince is up 47-40. Some people think that's a Greek tragedy, but obviously people like you, like Michael Jackson. I tell you, if I'm in a room, I'm definitely looking at Prince just because, he's always been my favorite artist. But you can't discount the grand scope of Michael Jackson's influence. I think Drew Hernandez said it best. You can go to the middle of nowhere. You can probably go to Sentinel Island. They'll probably know who Michael Jackson is, and they can do the moonwalk. So, yeah, excellent answer. Layton, you've graduated out of the Triple Threat Vet hot seat. Let's bring the guys back in. Appreciate you very much, bro.
We do always ask one more question, though.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Go ahead, Matt.
No, you got it.
Yeah, so with all of your knowledge of interacting with people at the BDI, I think I met you through the golf tournament or maybe a sponsorship of the golf tournament. What can we do to get better and maybe have a wider net to cast on our podcast?
Oh, that's tough. You guys are doing a great job. I would say, so when I told someone that I was coming on here, they were like, how do I watch? And I was like, I don't know. I don't know. So I would say maybe better outreach of how people can tune in more.
We will
Consider it
use
done.
you and every other guest to do that, sir.
Hey,
Because I couldn't answer it.
just so he'll shut the fuck up and he'll stop asking. Bob is fucking. No, I'm just kidding. Bob's great, but he's asking, are metal roofs worth all the hype?
Man, I'd say no.
No.
I'd say no. They're 2 to 3 times more expensive than shingles, and they still get damaged. So we'll it's kind of like asking yourself, are you willing to pay for the aesthetic look of it for the time being when the shingles can do the same thing?
Right.
Because if a roof itself is 15 grand, you're looking at almost 50 grand for a metal roof. It's crazy. But if you're building your dream home, yeah, I'd say do it. But
The way my bank account's set up,
my checkings and savings.
the way my shit's set up, the schedule right now.
And his credit score of an 11.
Yeah, I
don't
think
know
I'm
what's
gonna
gonna happen, bro.
I'm gonna stick with them architectural shingles. I'm gonna stick.
By
with
the way,
that.
I just got you pre-approved, Albert. I just got you pre-approved. You're good.
Let's do it. That's what I'm talking about.
I just typed in your name and you got pre-approved, brother.
They're like, that dude got money.
My system can pull it up just based off of your recent purchases and your past purchases. You're pre-approved.
They're probably like, this dude
Yeah.
gambles, and he's got a hooker addiction. And he gambles a lot.
So Layton, you're a sports fan, right?
Oh yeah.
Yes. We're not going to let you go just yet, but we're gonna go ahead and pick this because I know Al's got to get out of here. He's got some business to attend to. So we're gonna go ahead and pick the games if you don't mind picking the games with us. It's just
Yeah,
one.
absolutely. I think me and my wife already have them picked out. So yeah, let's go.
All right, here we go. So I'll go through it here real quick. Last week Al was 2-0, and then we got to this week. Okay, let me go back real quick.
Did y'all watch that Ole Miss versus Miami game?
Hell yeah, baby.
Yeah, that was crazy. I watched it in New Orleans. I was in a bar that I wasn't even supposed to. I was in like a restaurant bar I wasn't even supposed to be in, and I was just standing there like, "Can you eat anything?" I was like, "No."
So we got Al and Matt at 8-5, and I'm at 6-7, still bringing up the rear. But we got the college football playoff national championship game, Indiana and Miami Hurricanes. So who wants to go first?
I'm picking the opposite of whatever Matt does. So
I know that's where I'm at, dude.
I'm picking the opposite because there's no way. Otherwise, we're going to tie. So I know who I want to win.
So do I.
I know who I want to win.
Oh, well then go ahead and pick them because I'm picking Indiana, dude.
I know who I want to win, baby.
All right, so you're picking Indiana, Matt?
I'm taking Indiana. I was on the shelf on Indiana, right? And then I watched Indiana.
They're clearly
I watched
the
the
best
Indiana
team.
game. Bro,
They're
that
the
dude
best team in the country.
made Oregon look like they just learned how to play football yesterday. Dude, Oregon was the longest yard team in jail, and they were the cops before, you know what I mean? It got competitive. Dude, that kid, I mean, he destroyed them. Carson Beck ain't got a chance, bro.
Let me tell you something. That kid, I think he's a great kid. He was raised good, had a good. You can obviously tell he's good, but he is the goofiest motherfucker. Like when he starts talking, he's like, I'm like, this motherfucker is goofy.
But I just threw for 305 touchdowns.
But that
baby.
dude is a fucking baller, bro. Never judge a book by its cover. He looks like
hell yeah.
Like he'd be like goofy, nerdy dude. Like
all I gotta say is, Cal, you suck at recruiting every other position.
Like
he
that
was your quarterback for 3 years, and you guys sucked.
That dude looks like he sleeps with his girlfriend or his wife and pulls his dick through his boxer hole. He don't even get fully naked. Like he sleeps in a t-shirt with no underwear. Like that's what he looks like. But this dude is a fucking beast, bro.
All right, I'm taking Indiana.
Okay, I myself have Indiana. I picked them. I think I've told you how much I love the Indiana team this year. So Al, it all comes down to.
Hey, I'm a Florida boy, and I have to go against Matt. Otherwise, we're gonna tie, and it's not any fun.
Well, I was gonna say I have to go Miami now too because it's gonna be two versus two.
Yeah,
Who's winning?
I'm going to you, baby. I'm going to you. Because
all right, I was going Indiana. I'm just gonna go. We're gonna go 2 versus 2 to see who wins. We gotta make it easy.
I was
right?
like you, Layton. I was gonna go Indiana too, but I gotta go against Matt only because otherwise we're gonna tie it up.
Well,
listen, dude, I'm just against Miami because Carson Beck has been in college longer than Brett Favre's playing the NFL, bro. It's ridiculous.
Oh, dude.
Y'all see Aaron Rodgers' last game?
Oh yeah.
I think I did. Do you think he's coming back, or did he retire?
Well, he shouldn't.
Well,
I wouldn't come back anymore.
But see, as I don't know the guy's ego, so I don't know if he's like, I can't end it that way or not. You know what I mean?
Mike Tomlin ended it that way though.
Hey,
I'm out.
Aaron Rodgers just don't have. I don't think he's got the arm strength anymore. He don't,
Man.
bro.
It's his mobility. It's not his arm strength, dude.
It's his arm strength. That dude can't get the ball. He can't get it downfield like he used to. He just don't have the.
Well, offensive line didn't help him.
Yeah,
you know what I
he
mean?
did. And I was going to say that I think. I mean, obviously, he looked terrible against the best defense too, though. I mean, that it's kind of hard to.
Yeah.
It kind of sucks. You're going out. You're going out against the best defensive team and you're getting. Just eat up.
It makes me angry that Houston is so good because I hate the Astros. I hate Astros fans. The Houston fan base makes me sick to my stomach.
Damn,
Keep talking.
bro.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. It's only
You're
one guy.
You're going to get arrested.
Hey,
we're going to deport you from Texas the next time you come in this.
It's only one guy that gets on my nerves. He's your boy, Matt. Your boy, Gil. I'm so tired of him posting shit about Houston.
I mean,
Gil posts about the Astros every day.
Every day.
Y'all know every fan base has their crazies. Though.
Does that mean we're about to pick the NFL games now too? We might as well.
I don't watch it. I don't really watch a lot of.
You can still pick the games. You know the names of the teams.
As long as my Jaguars don't choke again.
Oh well, they're not even in it, so you can't pick them.
Yeah, they're out.
Oh yeah, I know they're out because they choked.
Hell yeah.
Duval bastards.
But hey, shout out to Jacksonville Free Press, Lynn. I don't remember her last name, but Miss.
Oh yeah,
Lynn,
she's awesome.
You are awesome, Duval, and we need more reporters and editors like you.
And in fact, Lynn, if you're watching the show, hit us up so we can bring you on as a guest. We'd love to have you on here.
Yeah, we love that positivity shit.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Are we gonna vote on the professional games too?
Let's do it.
Yeah, so that's absolutely. Well, I don't know who's playing.
Okay, so the games this weekend, right? So the first one is what is it? Seahawks 49ers, right?
Yep.
Okay, go.
Niners.
What do you got, Layton?
I'm going Niners. I like the quarterback.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Ty?
I don't like San Francisco whatsoever. So it's almost like one of those things I can't cheer for them. But
Christian McCaffrey's a beast, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
If he's
I think the Niners, I guess.
I mean, Brock is Purdy and all, but I think the Seahawks are winning, dude.
Okay, well, you got
I just can't vote for a city where you're allowed to shit in the street and it used to be beautiful. So let's
Seattle
go.
ain't no better, bro. Seattle's just
yeah,
as
but it's not San Francisco.
They don't have a
poop
map.
Yeah, they don't have a poop map. You know what I mean?
Who's the second game, Matt? Who's the next game?
So the next one in the NFC is
about that. A guy that for stretches of games just has so many erratic
San Francisco, Seattle.
plays, and I'm
gonna have to.
How are you missing?
LA, Chicago.
No, Chicago and the Rams.
These moments late in the football game, you're like, oh my gosh, some of the throws he makes.
I love,
are as good as you.
Once again, I like the quarterback on the Rams. I like Stafford, man.
Inbreakers. And then
So you're
when I see Chicago Bears, I can only think of one phrase.
The Rams defense.
The Bears.
The Bears. No, but I got to go with the Rams. I think.
Hey, Ty, we got to take that thing off because I can hear whatever the sound is in the back.
Oh, you can hear him? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought I turned the sound off.
You're welcome, Espen.
Yeah, my bad. ESPN, don't sue me, please. I didn't mean to play your sound.
So, Layton, you're going Rams.
I'm going Rams. Stafford. I'm going Stafford.
Ty.
Rams.
Al.
Nope, you're up, Matt.
I'm going Chicago, bro. I just want to see Chicago win, dude. They've gone through a whole bunch of shit, and I actually like the Chicago coach. I'm hoping that they do pretty good, so I'm pulling for the Bears.
I'm going Chicago.
His straight up fuck you to the Packers coach last week. It was awesome.
Hey, you saw why he did that though, right? So if you look up that the Packers quarterback did that first.
Oh,
on another game, he ran up to him real quick in the season. He did that as revenge. He didn't forget.
Oh, nice. I just thought it was awesome. It was like, whatever, dude. We just beat that ass. We're out.
The Bears are playing good ball. I'm going Bears.
Yeah, Bears.
But I thought they got lucky in the last game. I thought they got a little. I thought they.
Yeah,
I mean, but think about it, Layton. It's Green Bay, Chicago. That's a divisional rivalry, dude.
Oh, 100%. I mean, I'm a cheesehead. I'm a cheesehead.
Now, here's the second piece of this. Where's LA playing that game, bro?
Are they playing in Chicago?
Oh, yes, they are. And it's not in the dome, Matt Stafford. That thing is in the weather, dude.
So we've got Buffalo and Denver. Who?
I'm gonna go Buffalo.
Yeah, definitely Buffalo.
Go Bills.
Yeah, me too.
After seeing Josh Allen's performance last week and the
Josh
way he
Allen's
got the team back,
this
has got to be their year.
Hell yeah, dude. The other people he had to go through are not there now. Listen, and let's pick the next game, and then I'm going to let everybody know what we're doing if the right scenario works out.
Oh, Houston Texans, baby.
Gotta go Texans.
Yeah.
I need CJ Stroud to be on it this game.
Listen, dude, I'm worried about the Texans because of that. CJ Stroud, he looked scared as fuck in that last game, dude. If it wasn't for the defense being lights out, different ball game, bro.
I'm going because just in honor of my boy Sean saying I'm going because he gave me a Patriots jersey way back in the day. I'm going Patriots.
Yeah, and just to let you know, Bob, what halftime show I'll be watching. I will be watching Bad Bunny, man. I can't wait to see Bad Bunny.
I will be watching the Turning Point halftime show.
I ain't watching none of those things because they're both gonna suck. I'm going Texans.
You know, I think that obviously CJ Stroud is going to be embarrassed. So I think he's going to try to bring.
I hope so. Now,
yeah, I hope so too. I think that's going to help him in this next game, though. I think he's going to come back.
I'm hoping the Texans win and the Bills win, so that me, Ty, and Layton, because Al, you suck and live in Florida, can go to the AFC Championship tailgate and bust through some tables with the Bills Mafia, bro.
Down.
Hell yeah, dude.
If y'all go to a fucking tailgating event, if they win, I'm coming down. You know me. I come to Texas all the time. That's my second home. I'm coming.
Yeah. Do you talk about your second home that way all the time, dude?
Yeah.
Well, I don't. Never mind. I didn't hear you talk about your kids. The answer is yes.
It's like a stepmom. Like you love her because she raised you, but like fuck that bitch. She ain't really my mom. You know what I'm saying?
So let me make sure I got this right. I got Layton. Layton is picking Miami to be with Al, and then okay, I got it.
Yeah.
All right, and then just so we can go over our future guests next week, we will have Robert Rocha from the So Smoking Gooder Show. He is part of the Texas. He's a Texas Pitmaster. He's the proprietor of Bullhorn Barbecue, and like I said, he's the host. I produce his show.
Bro, we got to up our. That dude's a podcaster, man.
Yeah, he's a professional podcaster. He's doing it for real.
Al, you got that one. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it.
Why?
Why aren't you going to be there? Why?
I'll be there. I'm just going to need you to interview him. I'm nervous.
Oh, I got this. I'll talk. I'll be like, you wear Magnums? I just ask him all kind of random shit.
I mean, you know, it's funny because when I do the show with Rob on Wednesday nights, you know, he's got his, I am the host of the So Spoken Gooder Show, and you never hear his actual just chill voice, but like he was a traveling softball player, athletic. So
he's a beast, bro. He's a great guy.
Hey, by the way, Al, he only wraps his sausage he barbecues in condoms for those Trojans, bro.
I love a sausage in my mouth so much.
That is the plan. Yeah, Bob. I should be there 3 through 7 July. That is the plan. Awesome. Yeah. So anyway, Layton, I appreciate you coming on. We're gonna let you go here real quick, but
hey, it was an honor, guys. Thank you so much. And once again,
business real quick before we let you go.
Yeah, shout your stuff out, man.
Mitchell Roofing and Exteriors for all of your roofing needs. Give us a call. If you have quotes, let us know. We'll beat it. If not, I'll give you a $25 gift card to Starbucks or whatever you want or eat. But yeah, no, Mitchell Roofing and Exteriors. We'd love to be an opportunity to earn your business. So.
Appreciate you very much, bro. It's been a lot of fun getting your interview. Ladies and gentlemen, Layton Mitchell.
Hey, thank you guys, and thank you guys for your service. Appreciate you guys, okay? Thank you guys. All right.
Later.
It's always fun to talk to people that are doing cool stuff in their community, thriving at their business, And then also when you get that little touch of, like, I didn't know he was a veteran family.
No, me either.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Yeah.
So,
Dude, I tell you what though, he's awesome to talk to on the podcast tonight. You got to be in a room with that dude.
Yeah.
It like, he was fun here, like, and he's always that way. But when you're in a room with him, you can't help but be like, yeah, fuck it, let's do it. You know, anything. Let's go jump off the roof. If Layton's asking, I'm like, oh, okay, let's go fucking do it. Like, yeah, dude, he's cool, man. I love that dude, man.
Yeah, well, fellas, Al, I know you got to go, so let's go ahead and let's take it out of here.
Hey, real quick, you know, we're on the way out. Everybody, I keep seeing these things come up. For real, prayer circle. We need you guys' thoughts and prayers for Al Senior, man. Make sure that everything goes well. He knows going through a little bit right now. Al's got to go up and see him. Prayers for the man. He's a legend. He's a hero, dude. We gotta pray for him. Thank you guys for showing up. Thank you, Layton, for coming on. We appreciate everybody that listens and tunes in. But with that, prayers for Al Senior, and that's all I got today.
So I appreciate it, Matt. Yeah, prayers up for Pops. Hopefully everything goes well. I'll this weekend, seeing how things are going. But like I always say, is this week, make sure you reach out to somebody. Tell them you love them, you're thinking about them, whether it's a friend, a family member, a battle buddy. Life is short. Things happen without our control. They're all, it's out of our control. So make sure you spend some time this week with somebody you care about, and just reach out to a friend and let them know you're thinking about them. You never know what somebody's going through. So just reach out and tell somebody you love them. And be a decent fucking human this week. Don't get out there and get right up in all the politics and all the bullshit. Be a decent motherfucker. That's really all I got. Love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Yeah, and I normally don't do anything at the end, but I'm going to do this so I can put this out on a reel. Hey, we are the Triple Threat Vet Podcast. My name is Ty, along with Matt Johnson and Al Hero, who were Navy Senior Chief Petty Officers. We do a podcast every Thursday at 7 p.m. We like to tell veteran stories, but what we also like to talk about is a family culture. We like to talk about what you're doing for your community. And we also just like to know what's going on in our communities and with the veterans that are doing good stuff there. So hit us up at triplethreatvets@gmail.com if you want to tell your story. We are live every Thursday at 7 p.m. on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Instagram. And Matt Johnson uploads it to Spotify, Apple, iHeart Music, Matchbox, all of the other places where you would ever want to get your podcast. We're at Triple Threat Vets, Thursday, 7 p.m. Come tell your story, man. Come hang out with us. Love you. See you next week.
If you or someone you know is in crisis, contact the Veterans Crisis Line at 1-800-273-8255. Then press 1.